Welcome to Daily Life Connection as we continue to explore who God is, how He operates, and how that makes a difference in our everyday lives. My question today is, who are you for? I'm for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Who are you for? Well, maybe I should be a little less controversial. I'll say I'm for the Toronto Football Club. What soccer team are you for? That probably isn't as controversial or will stir up as much passion in us. Who are you for? In Romans chapter 8, verse 31, we read, If God is for us, who can be against us? If God is for us, who can be against us? That word for us is a powerful word. In the Greek language it was written in, it's the word hyper. Excessive, abundant, abundantly for us, excessively for us, passionately for us. Now, I said, I'm for the Toronto Maple Leafs, but I'm not an ardent fan. I'm not a passionate fan about it. I'm a little hard to be after so long without a Stanley Cup. But, some people are passionately for their team or for a political party or whatever. That's the kind of passion that this verse in Romans chapter 8, verse 31 carries with it. It's a passionate for us. God is for us. Let me ask you this. If you are sick and need an operation, and there's 3 doctors you can choose from, one of them doesn't really care that much for you. You've met him, and he doesn't like you at all for some reason. Second doctor, well, she doesn't really care one way or the other. She's just kind of mediocre about you, like, yeah, you're a patient, whatever. This is what you need done. I'll do it. Third doctor is a doctor who is really for me. This doctor thinks I'm valuable, this doctor wants me well. That this doctor is passionate about it. This doctor will do anything they can to make sure I survive and thrive. This doctor will go to any length to make sure that the operation is a success. Now, it's a no-brainer. Which one do you want? I want the doctor who is for me, passionately for me, exceedingly abundantly for me, hyper about me. I don't want a hyper doctor, but a hyper for me. That's what this is telling us about who God is. And in Romans chapter 8:31, it's a response to what he's been talking about in chapter 8. Remember back when he said, in all these things, God works for the good of those who love him. God is working for us. He'll bring us through all these difficulties and these struggles and these tragedies. And then a little later on, he's talking about, all day long we're persecuted and so on. But he wants us to know right up front, God is for us in these things. He always has been, and he always will be. God is for us. That makes a big difference in how I live, the confidence level I live with today, doesn't it? God's for me. No matter what I'm going through, he is passionately for me. He is exceedingly on my side in all of this. He's the one I want operative in my life today. So, as we come to him in prayer, we just say, Our Father, who is passionately for us, our Father in heaven, let your kingdom come, let your will be done in me, in the earth, because you are for us. You are for us. What a comfort that is today. In this pandemic we're going through, he's for us. He's for us. He will do what is necessary to bring good from this into our lives. That is a wonderful, comforting thought today. If God's for us, what's it matter who's against us? Think about that today. We'll talk again tomorrow.